But path or connection URL. I don't know what the hell that
Oh,
means.
look, while
That's
he's fiddling
fun.
with that, my lightsaber already calls me princess when I turn it on, the double-bladed one. The only reason that it's not on right now is because I lost the charging cable.
We're gonna find
And I
out
have
if
an entire...
Twitch already found out what that means. I bet they did. Because welcome to Friday night. It looks like we're live on Twitch.
Oh shit.
Ooh, I like the new calendar across the top.
Oh,
Thank you. That's
for
one
the
of the
record,
things
that
that we've
Null
updated.
so for the record, that Null has just put out onto the Twitch stream that she has a lightsaber that calls her princess.
Yep.
Yeah, when I turn it on, it says "Hello, princess."
Hello, princess.
You must have one of those fonts on then for it.
Yeah, no, there's like a setting. If I hold down the button, it like will go through a whole bunch of different stuff, and it has different voices that it'll like talk in. It's a great time.
This is Legend of the Realms. There are no lightsabers in this campaign.
I will fucking make one. Where's the artificer? Artificer!
Who would like to get us started with a recap of our previous session?
I guess I can, if you wanna give me a second to find my note thing. Okay,
I'm gonna go see if we're live on YouTube, and maybe that's what my problem was.
So, did I literally not write a single thing? Were we in combat all session, so I didn't write anything?
We were.
Live on YouTube.
Essentially, yeah, we were fighting the entire session.
We fought
Big dog.
in the big warg,
I
and
there's not
I
a
reversed
single...
gravity. And then we kind of ended going into the Magnificent Mansion and kind of partying out there for a little bit. Shenanigans with Icarus. Yeah. Mostly
Yeah, no.
shenanigans with Icarus, I think, is what happened in the mansion.
Yes.
Yeah, Icarus being a hell child. Yeah, no,
yeah.
I just kind of left that page blank simply because we didn't do anything but combat 90% of the session, so I didn't type anything. So I just put combat ?
Yeah,
Combat. Period.
Combat ? Look, if you want to change it to a period, I do have the Google thing open where anyone can type if anyone wants to help, by the way.
I keep my own notes.
Sure.
No.
Oh my god, he's writing hate mail.
And you may use your new brush. It is not loaded into Foundry, however. The only weapon that is mostly built in Foundry is the book. And I don't think I have it fully built yet.
Okay, so just say, like, when I want to use, like, a specific ability.
Correct.
From it.
Yep.
Okay.
And the reason the other things are not yet built into Foundry is because Karma and I were still working on past things. And, full honesty, we forgot to work on the weapons.
How dare you have lives and be normal people?
Yeah.
How dare.
So, let's look at characters and inspirations. None of those things. This thing, Twilight Vanguard. Move.
Oh, while you're looking at that chaos, Foxfire Stroke for my level 5 ability, it says fail by 5+, but it doesn't have, like, an actual DC or anything attached to it.
One moment, because I
guess
know
it's a
there's
wisdom save. But is it just against my normal spell save DC?
it didn't change, so we already had this in there for you. This is something you already had.
It is.
Yeah.
I've never used it.
I know. This is something. Yeah, this is something you already had.
Is it somewhere on my sheets already?
I'm looking for it. Yeah, because this isn't something brand new I gave to you. This is something that you, spells, Foxfire. I'm looking for it, sorry. Inventory. There's Foxfire Shot.
Different.
It was named something different. What did you call it right here?
You have it as Foxfire Stroke for the new brush. Target a creature within 30 feet that can see your sigil, wisdom save, or it has disadvantage on its next attack.
Oh,
Fail
yeah, okay.
by 5+, also charmed.
I know this is something new.
Okay.
This is your wisdom save. And it says it right there, wisdom save, or it has disadvantage. If it fails,
Okay, and it's
if
just based off my spell save DC.
Correct. And
Okay.
if it fails that by more than five or more, then it's charmed until the end of your turn.
Okay. Awesome.
So my apologies. I thought you were talking about the which ability is it? The level 11 ability with the negation.
Okay. Yeah. I think that is.
Yeah, that's in there. It's the D20 test plus the spell attack
Yeah.
modifier. Okay. No one except for Caleb currently has inspiration. So someone please roll a d4. I'll take the first d4 result I see.
What do you see?
I already got it. It's a 1.
Oh, okay.
It is. That will mean that Elithanar gains the inspiration.
I would like to refund who got inspiration.
See, this is not helping my belief of this bigoted hatred.
Well,
What hatred?
The obvious kind.
Apparently
Thank
the
you.
bigoted kind.
6:45 in the morning. You guys have had your full long rest.
So we can click the long rest button.
You may.
Long rest time.
Chaos, I need to prepare another spell that's custom.
So that would make it the 26th of Tunshir.
Correct. What is this custom spell?
I need a new fireball, except it's not fire.
Okay. So we're going to duplicate Fireball. Okay, it's been
It is
duplicated.
going to be Synaptic Explosion. It's going to be Psychic this time.
Okay. Editing.
And the DC needs to be up by 1 on that and the Brain Implosion.
Synaptic Explosion. You said it is going to be... is it still a dexterity saving throw?
And no, that one is Psychic Intelligence, and the DC needs to be higher by 1 on that one.
Save. Int. You said it is psychic.
And my spell DCs are wrong from my book. They should all be 1 higher.
Okay. For these custom
I guess-
spells.
No, so the +1 from my book isn't showing up.
No.
And then those 2 custom spells also need to be 1 higher, so my DC on those would be 20.
Flammable objects that aren't being worn or carried start burning. We're going to remove that because they won't.
Because I
Save.
can't use a force fireball on a bridge because then the bridge might break, and that's not going to be a me issue. That's an artificer issue.
Tills. Spellcasting ability. This is fine. That's fine. Activities. Edit. Change from dexterity to intelligence. Not fire. Psychic. And let's see, where can I change the formula?
I'm sorry, this is taking a second, guys.
Nope. Won't be too much longer.
Well,
Custom formula.
There.
That. Plus 1. 2. Close. Synaptic explosion is done. Sympathetic? We gotta change that. I misspelled it. Yay, dyslexia. There you go.
We can call it sympathetic, I don't know.
No. It's sympathetic implosion.
Okay.
They
that's
die
prepared.
of guilt.
I am sympathetic to your death. Hold on 1 second. Ah!
Oh, come on. That'd be an awesome spell name.
That
It would
is
be, I
force.
just-
Custom formula. Plus 2. There you go. And that one is done. Brain
Yeah, hero.
implosion.
We can just imagine everything else is like a DC 19. I'll just remind you anytime it needs to be reminded.
Okay.
Until that gets fixed, I don't care that much about it up here.
Yeah, they can be a little screwy like that. It's the same on D&D Beyond. All my DC is supposed to be one thing, but a couple of the abilities that state use the DC list the if there was no modifiers.
Yeah, I don't have anything up there like with the modifier. So that's just how I know that it was incorrect here.
Attributes, spell, damage, attack, spell DCs, add, plus 1. Submit changes.
Okay.
Did that work?
Yep, that fixed it. Thank you.
Okay. And
And my
these
2
are
hits
plus
should
1.
also have gone up by 1, and they did not.
Okay. DAE. Edit. Plus. Spell. Melee. No. Spell range, spell attack. Add. Plus 1.
You're gonna need
And-
melee spell
yep.
attack too.
Nope, that was system. Yeah, range. Spell. Melee. Plus 1. Bam. Done. Look. Plus 11s. All good. 19s, 20s, plus 11s. All good.
You're my hero.
Yeah. Quick fixes.
You have no idea the horror you have wrought by giving Null this.
I know. Are you ready to move to your next day?
Yes.
So
yes,
we've
we have a
concluded.
very eventful breakfast.
Has anybody seen Caleb?
I'll add an hour for an eventful breakfast. Has anybody seen Caleb?
I don't think I have yet.
Well, perhaps we should fetch him so he doesn't. If memory serves how this spell functions, once it's ended, he'll be booted out whether he likes it or not.
And personally, we can just
That's
send
fair.
Icarus. Icarus, do you want to go wake up the cowboy?
He trots off, feet kicking out in front of him. To
think
find
that's a
him
good idea.
wherever he is.
Yeah, Antoine nods and goes, "Oh, yeah, no, it will definitely be an interesting time, and if he hurts my familiar, I will commit murder."
Caleb would probably be outside already,
Sleeping it
making
off.
sure that making sure that there's no issues when we come out. No more surprises.
In the morning when you leave the Magnificent Mansion, it is a foggy, misty day.
Interesting.
Took you long enough. You get your beauty sleeps.
Well, one does what one can to maintain this complexion.
Slept like a log.
Icarus finds you, bites onto your pants leg, and starts dragging you.
I would say at least attempting to start dragging. I don't think
Yep.
Icarus is that strong.
Nope.
Doing his best,
Yep.
okay?
That's
But
what I'm imagining the little yanks like a small dog or cat does against like a pant leg. Just
But his confidence and insistence is like storm giants level.
Very
Yes.
endearing.
So
I will
Caleb gets
walk out.
dragged into the
Oh.
breakfast room. That's beautiful.
I'll walk out of the mansion. I will whistle for the Griffin Queen.
She comes flying down and digs a big gouging claw mark into the ground when she lands.
I'll give her a little bow. Good morning.
She answers in kind. Oh, and you see she's got this big smeared blood splatter on her beak from a recent meal.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Is your troop ready?
I think so. And I'll like duck back into the door, like just my head. And like, are y'all coming?
With a quack.
On our way.
Hey, we're coming. We're coming.
You can't rush Icarus. He does everything at his own pace. Give him a second. He's a little bit on the slower side. And at that, Antoine's instinctively gonna duck in case something gets thrown at him, because he knows Icarus can understand him perfectly fine.
He's like, you motherfucker! And you...
A ball comes just like rolling down the hall. That's the best he can do.
He tried.
A sound effort.
Then you hear this little nails clack, 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 clack down the hall.
Yeah, Antoine's gonna immediately, like, leave the area as, obviously, Icarus is, like, charging at him for this one.
He went that way, pointing where the professor just ran off.
Icarus takes off into the air because flying is faster. Okay. You alight onto the Griffin Queen and take off to the next day of travel. Somebody please give me a D20 roll to see if you get into an encounter for day number 3 of 5. So far, we're 2 for 2.
If memory serves, I believe last session I rolled one and Null rolled another, so it's up for grabs. Who wants to decide oh, damn it, Avalon.
A 9 is no encounter.
Ah,
okay.
The 27th is a rainy day. Somebody please give me a D20 roll for day number 4.
I'll give one.
A 13 is no encounter.
Okay.
All these
You get-
encounters, Chaos had planned.
You get the last one then, Jake.
Someone rolled a 4.
Okay.
Trying to
Yep.
find the proper. I'll just type it in.
Yes, slash R.
1d20.
17. Okay. Your group makes it to Kingsbridge.
Okay.
The reported space of incidents of these brigands at Kingsbridge.
So that was 3 days safe, so we're on the 28th, the 29th.
The 29th. If I pause or unpause and pause the game again, yes, time is paused, so time shouldn't resume, but it is currently the 29th. If that's not currently showing for you. You should see it here at the top.
Oh, yep.
I'm going to preload a scene for you.
And if memory serves, the objective here is this bridge is being held by brigands, correct?
Correct.
Yes.
With the intent that we have to clear it out and make the bridge safe for use again.
The road to the bridge is tight. Either the north or you have to approach from the south. And the purpose of the bridge is to cross a roughly 100-foot wide chasm that goes down several hundred feet to a river below. There is no
Caleb picked the rock.
there is no way to get around this chasm unless you can fly within the next 100, 200 miles. So this bridge is important for commerce.
So then what we need to do is engage these brigands and ensure the bridge is intact afterwards.
To approach this bridge, you will need to approach from the south on foot. And you will not even be able to see the actual bridge until you're 20 feet away from it because of the way the terrain is built to protect the bridge. It is very densely forested, meaning that on either the east and western side of the bridge, there are dense trees that block your view until you are right there on top of the bridge. I'm going to put you on the scene now.
If they're intelligent, they will obviously have scouts and...
There's
Those
likely
two
an ambush waiting for us.
You're saying I can't like halo jump from the
No.
from the Griffin Queen?
Let me keep this as simple as possible to those amongst us who have, shall we say, a rather colorful use of their magics. We can do nothing that risks above slight to moderate damage to this bridge. It must be intact to complete this mission.
As you say colorful, I just like prestidigitate like a little thing of fire and like a couple of colors.
Exactly.
You know, they're probably just hiding in the forest. I can just snuff them out, right?
If they're intelligent, they'll know that if they occupied the bridge as much as the forest around it, they know that they hold an advantage towards any attempting to use it. That said, if I might propose a battle plan.
By all means.
Please go right ahead.
We know that they're operating as a brigand unit. If we send one or two of us acting as perhaps a merchant or a a traveler with a single escort, someone that looks affluent, wealthy. They act as the decoy, at least drawing attention, perhaps making them expose themselves once they see it's an easy target, leaves the rest of us free to spring the trap on them. If any of us have any magics that allow to proceed unseen, undetected, or, as Kada pointed out, you could perhaps maintain an aerial view, a very high one, mind you, upon Her Majesty here, to the point that you appear as little more than a bird fluttering above. I believe your telepathic bond spell has no range to limit it, Kada.
Correct.
Then that's how we coordinate.
Other option, I can Mirage Arcane this whole place to just be like a desert. So there's nothing to hide behind.
You mean you can alter the appearance of the terrain?
Uh-huh.
Hmm. How long does it take to prepare that?
10 minutes?
That might be a problem if I believe you need to see the terrain you're changing.
Yes, as long as I have it works for a mile. It's a very big amount of space.
How long is the bridge?
You should be able to see it right now.
So it's tiny.
There's about 82 feet.
Oh. Yeah, Kata spell would work.
Or I could just reverse gravity on the bridge and everything goes up, 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 and away.
Or we could just classically approach it like normal people, ask to get to cross, cause a ruckus, get some attention, drag everyone over here to us, light them up.
I think drawing the attention of the enemy towards us away from the bridge might be the best idea. That way they're not holding onto the bridge.
There's also a possibility that if they feel their position is under threat and they have a chance to escape, they may
Or the
just
force.
destroy the bridge and then make their way.
2 walls of force.
Perhaps we should scan if anybody looks like they're capable of doing that to destroy the bridge. Some
Well,
of them might be magically capable or armed with some kind of explosive.
Well, as I said, the only reason I proposed my initial plan was it has the image of being an easy target. It lowers their guard. It lets us get in close. So if they do try anything, we have a small, hopefully powerful element of surprise. I'm capable of making myself invisible, so I can act as the surprise, or I can just as easily pose as a traveler or a bodyguard.
I will shift my Eleanor form, and my glamour studded leather will shift to look more like a merchant's outfit.
Okay.
I'm certainly open to alternative suggestions, of course.
Well, convincing people, I'm very good at it.
I have a little bit of skill at using charm to deceive or intimidate.
I might be a decently smooth talker, but my skill is more toward intimidation.
Well, I can make...
I can persuade, but it all depends on the situation.
I am happy with either option. I can make either myself and 2 others, or 3 others invisible for this approach, which, as I said, aligns with my proposed plan of a single traveler, Eleanor, and a single bodyguard. An easy and tempting target, I think.
Aye, that would be tempting to them.
You'd more than likely need to be one of the ones that were invisible then, however, Mostly because you're the one holding invisibility. I could cast it.
Perhaps, yes, the professor casts it. And the more of our one of our martially inclined go up as the proposed bodyguard, while the rest of us take ambush positions.
Okay.
And I will go ahead and start casting.
Or
various
actually,
telepathic
I'm
bonds.
gonna correct myself there and let the warlock cast it because he is going to cast it at a higher level than I will.
Yeah, it's auto cast the 5th for me, so
Yeah.
I can. It's plus I get my spells back easier than you. So
Yeah, you go ahead and do that then.
very well. And since we will have the telepathic bond spell in play, it doesn't matter if we can't see the 3 invisibles. We can maintain communication without giving ourselves away. Would you be up for playing the role of the intimidating stalwart bodyguard, Inspector?
I can take the position, aye.
Then I shall render myself, Professor, and Master McAllister invisible.
And I will
And
take
we
the
should
position.
probably approach what, like, I don't know, enough where we can't see the bridge can't see us, so several hundred yards back and walk up on it.
Yes, I do think that would be the best idea. Make the approach look natural.
Well, I can only maintain this spell for an hour, so we have to be within that far of a distance.
Yes.
Okay.
So I will use
Who is approaching the bridge visibly?
I think that would be myself and Kaida.
Yes.
I'm going to.
And I'm casting invisibility, 5th level, on myself, Antoine, and Caleb.
All right, we are going to give you. Okay, hang on. Move it over. Invisibility. That's ethereal. That's grapple. There's invisible. Invisible and Caleb. There you go. The 3 of you are now invisible. You can't see each other. Good luck.
We can talk to each other.
Yep.
Well, it'll be good, and I'll turn to the investigator as we walk. It'll be good to hopefully find a new cart. I can't believe our last one was stolen through the night.
The 2 of you approach, and immediately the 4 people here turn and ask for you to halt. Give me a perception check to see if you recognize the intonation of their dialect.
Sure. Perception.
Okay.
Damn, Kata sees everything.
Kata,
That was so cocked on my screen.
I love when that happens.
Kata,
It's
you
like,
recognize
it's
it as Bakuin. Even though it's barely there, you hear the kind of stop, and it's just barely formed in the O. The men that are in front of you are Bakuin and Descent.
Interesting. So they are far from home. I will relay that information across the relay. And I'll continue my approach. Actually, I'll telepathically ask, oh my gosh, Oh my gosh, why have
And
my
Andreas is fine. You
inspector-
don't need
yeah.
you don't need to address me by my title.
Andreas, since you're acting as bodyguard, maybe you take lead, or at least
Aye, I'll take points ahead of you.
Slowly walk towards me.
Which one?
Pointing at you, Inspector.
No, well, I'm asking which one am I approaching?
This gentleman.
All right, I'll get right to here, nice and slow.
As you walk up to him, he holds up a symbol of tear and he puts it to your throat.
A symbol of tear.
He asks you to say the word river.
He, I assume this is him doing some kind of. This is interesting. Andreas will squint slightly, but he will comply. River.
Thank you. He reaches down and he not gently, but not forcefully, puts his hand on your wrist. Give me a medicine check.
Certainly. Medicine check. That's a 13.
He's feeling for your pulse. The guy here beside him picks up a mirror and he puts it in front of your face.
are they would I assume they're testing for like undead or something?
Give me an insight check.
14 plus a 4, that's going to be a 18.
This is a test, but not for undeath. And you get that sense when this gentleman takes out an iron pin. And here he says, this might hurt, but not too hard. Hold your arm still. And they prick you with the iron pin.
Andreas kind of just, there's a slight wince in his face, but he's used to firming pain, especially when walking. I assume they're trying to draw blood from me?
They're not.
Really?
If your child was starving, would you steal?
My child starving.
Would you steal?
I would do what is necessary to save my child. If that's stealing, if that's killing, I'll do it.
You look nervous. Why?
Nervous? I should be asking you. A symbol of my god to my throat. Mirror. Feeling for my pulse. Are you looking for liars? Or undead?
What's the last thing that made you laugh?
Last thing that made me laugh. Oh, I know. A companion of mine. He has a pet. Quite an interesting little creature. Very entertaining to watch him go around and eat snacks all day.
What did you dream last night?
I dreamed of peace. A peaceful dream. Simply of just retirement. Finally letting my old bones settle into an old rocking chair.
What's the worst pain you've ever felt?
Are we speaking physically or emotionally?
If
I have
you,
answers for both.
if you had to choose, drown
I think
or burn.
I'd rather burn.
The rest of us in eye earshot,
You are.
as this line of questioning is going on,
Can I
We could-
history check it, since it more than likely is
I-
about a type of magical creature?
Yes.
And with my book, because I am looking up something on a magical creature, that's advantage, I think.
A
Yeah, history or
suddenly
minor investigation on magical effects, runes, or spellcasting creatures.
not a spellcasting creature. A sudden bright lantern is shoved in your face.
I like squint, like like my neck starts like craning back a bit, just like, could you cut it out with the bloody light?
That's a 34.
Antoine, they are looking for a creature, a possessing creature called the Wintilus. The Wintilus is a demonic possession that hides in its host and consumes it from the inside out.
My speciality.
These aren't just brigands. They are taking this seriously, and they have been doing this for months. They're the only ones in this area that are taking this seriously.
Yeah, at that, Antoine would, recognizing the patterns, he would inform Andreas and then kind of flick. I guess. Would I know where Elthanar is? No. He would kind of, like, in the telepathic bond say, I'm going to go break this on me. I'm going to go talk to them. Yeah.
do you
Antoine
want backup?
would...
With you informing me, Professor, I would like to look to the gentleman as just, I could possibly assist in your search here. And he'll tap his book, and he will basically show his symbol of the inquest to the maimed hand, his symbol of Tyr. It's just, I might be able to assist in the search for this possible problem of yours, if you would allow me to cast this.
As you're doing that, I would break the invisibility on me. I don't know how to take that off, and Antoine would head over there, because this now has his attention as a serious thing. And yeah, no, he would be walking. Icarus is not out with him, but he would very much, book partially hidden under his jacket. Hands in his pockets, not seeming too bothered, and goes, I'm with him. I just had a couple questions for you all. You're looking for the
what?
Wintilus?
Whistle. Can you whistle? Pointing to Antoine.
Oh.
Antoine, yes, Noel, no, but he would whistle.
Recite a local proverb.
Are you looking for one that I wrote, or...
A local proverb.
Yeah, local proverb. Hold on. I gotta come up with one real quick. Come back to me. in 1 second.
Proverbs.
Yeah, Googling proverbs. Give me a moment.
Plan goes to shit when the bullets start flying.
Here, hold on.
Elithanar speaks in Antoine's head. Speech is silver, silence is golden.
Called an idiots everywhere.
Well, excuse me for trying to help.
This one here on the far right passes a canteen of water down to the one on the far left, and he brings the canteen up to you, Antoine, and says, "While you're thinking of proverb, drink river water."
I'm going to get the disease from this, but sure, and he'll drink the water and just...
I'll help you through it if you do get the disease. Don't worry.
You're not making me feel better. I'm 103, and you're sitting here telling me that it's okay for me to just drink random with river water.
We have access to quite a arsenal of spells. If you do get sick, I can help you.
I'm partial to these people because they seem to be the only one taking the whole demon shenanigans seriously here.
What do you
And
think I
they're
was
making
trying
me
to
drink
cast a
river
spell?
water. I'm going to get a brain-eating amoeba.
Well, they are from Bakwa, so
I mean, that makes
Makes
sense. I mean, it's the home of, like, the entire demon catastrophe as is. This entire war going on over there.
Well, yes, it makes sense, but they're looking for it.
Do you all
Well,
care if I just drag the other ones up here so we can all have this conversation? And he's gonna pull out, like, his ISC ID and then whatever the legends gave him to identify himself. Just show them.
They continue to ask questions while you're doing that.
He's fine with that, but the rest of the party, they wanted to interact as well while I'm still trying to find a very fitting and funny proverb.
Antoine,
Just-
you hear them begin to argue in Backwood. And I'm assuming that the invisibility now drops.
Oh, I'm not dropping it myself. I'm maintaining a watch here.
Okay.
I'm just trying to get a read on. So I'm assuming 4 holding this side of the bridge, and there's another 4 at the other end.
You do see 4 at the other end, and there seems to be a similar interrogation going on the other end of the bridge.
Is there enough room to try and slip by the 4 that we're facing to get to the other side?
There does not seem to be, but you can attempt. This gentleman here is pressed pretty much right up against this tree.
Yeah, they've got a tight formation. Okay, I guess I'm just keeping watch then. I'm just trying to get a read on are these guys hunters, and is this a genuine thing, or is this all just some sort of elaborate deception?
I am curious if they notice that, like, I basically showed them a symbol of an inquisition of Tyr, and if they, like, either flinched or they didn't care.
They didn't
Yeah.
flinch, but they did notice the symbol of Tyr, especially considering that they held up a symbol of Tyr and put it to your neck. They recognize the holy symbol, but they don't recognize the Inquisition.
I've got a proverb. A question is more memorable than an answer that's forgotten. Next. And what are they saying in Backwin?
They're arguing about which of the tests matter.
Would I know that with my 34 history check?
Yeah, you hear one of them actually arguing about whether or not they should check fingernails for discoloration. If they should look to see if someone's shadow moves the wrong way. Or if they should be looking for an unnatural calm.
And those all make sense, right?
They don't necessarily make sense. They seem like they would be superstitious. Even the drinking of the river water might be something that would be superstitious. Because not every test is something that is a good test, but it could be something that's just believed.
Are there, like, any proven ones that Antoine knows about? With the 34?
Definitely. A lot of the ones they've already done are proven tests for the Winterless. The pulse test, the breath, the holy symbol, the local dialect, the way that they had the inspector walk up, they know that these things are proof.
Antoine would point that out, going, your initial ones was, and he's gonna say this in back one as well, go, the initial ones that you're speaking to the inspector over here about are the ones that you want to continue with. When it comes down to the rest of it, it is more closely related to superstition. And he'll just kind of gesture to his ID that he handed them. I'm the professor of the ISC. There's very little that I don't know about. Unfortunately for me, fortunate for you. If you want, I can try to help you streamline this process. However, you are causing a blockade that is making it very hard for people coming in and out. Is there anything that we can do to mitigate, like, how you're dealing with this?
Insight. Who has the highest insight?
As in
My
passive?
Pass is
Yes.
a 14.
My pass is a 17.
21.
Alithanar.
Ooh, 10.
Alithanar, you're watching the way these four men here in front of you are moving,
Mm-hmm.
and their eyes keep darting back and forth between the four people who are in front of you, and you can see it. They're terrified.
Terrified because this is an act and we're getting wise to it, or terrified because these guys know what they're hunting but have no idea what they're doing and just they're running on fumes here.
They're terrified because they know what they're hunting, and one misstep means that it could slip through.
So these aren't professionals. These are grunts.
These are essentially militiamen that have been enlisted.
Oh, yes, okay.
They know that
They might not even have
hesitation means death.
I'll
That's the
relay.
Inscription.
I'll relay my observations to the others mentally.
Perhaps.
We could
Perhaps
contact somebody for them. Antoine would actually say that in the telepathic link and go, we might be able to see if there's a group of anyone from the Legends, because I don't think it is worth exterminating these people. We were told that they were brigands. These are not brigands. These are people that are wanting to protect people.
They're looking for a demon, aye. So perhaps we can help them out this demon.
Well, it is in line with my particular organization's calling, but let's just be certain here. Can you try and get them to cause an opening near so I can cross the bridge and see what's going on at the other end?
So I shouldn't tell Silva to flamethrower the whole lot.
No,
No, please, no.
these men look like they're a ragtag militia. They appear to be very on edge. I wager they're also not a threat to us. But all the same, I'd prefer to get as much information as possible before we make a decision.
Perhaps I might be able to assist by casting Detect Evil and Good.
Caleb, with your passive investigation of 31, these 8 gentlemen, if they were to actually fight you, they would put up a fairly decent fight. Even without the use of magic, they would put up a decent fight.
Passive of 20 is what I also get that idea.
Yes,
Okay.
they're not
incapable of
pushovers.
fighting.
They are definitely capable.
Yeah.
Which says all the more about what they're hunting, then.
See if you can discern if they're hunting a specific one of these or if they're just checking for them in general.
I guess Antoine would then ask that question to them in Backlund, since might as well if it's easier for them to understand, so there's no like mistranslations or anything.
Yeah, you ask in Bakuan, and these 4 gentlemen look between each other, trying to pinpoint the specific answer for you. And this guy looks all the way back here at this guy with the red coat, with the red cloak. And he tells you, talk to the boss. He knows specific. From what I understand, we are looking for General Windless.
Do you have any sightings of them around here, or are you just assuming that they are going to be around here because of the demon outbreak?
It is, we understand that there was one through here about 6 months ago. A husk of a body was discovered about 30 miles to the west of here.
Okay, so it has already gone through the bridge, is what you are telling me.
Right, it came through once, and if it came through once, it was discard body and is in the area. It does not discard body unless it gives new host. If it gives new host, it spreads to a new body and gives second, third body at multiplying.
Okay, so why are you thinking that it came back across the bridge when its body was to the west, so that is past the bridge?
It came this way.
Wait, I thought we were traveling west.
You are traveling west. The body was in the west towards the east.
So it's our direction.
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was like from when you said from the west. I was like, what? That's the bridge.
Okay, so Bakua is to the west.
Yes.
The Windless came from Bakua and was crossing the continent. It discarded its host. And before it crossed the bridge, it discarded its host body to grab a new one.
So why would it then go back across
towards
the bridge?
Bakowin with a new body.
No, but there are more bodies. If you keep going farther east, there's an entire capital city.
Good night, Purple.
Antoine's gonna say that in back one, realize, and then switch to like he probably says this out loud, sounding like he's gone crazy. But yeah.
What does Antoine say?
You would say out loud in common, answering Kata, because he completely forgot about the telepathic link, because he's not used to having one of those, but why would he go back across the bridge that way? There are more bodies to the east. There's an entire capital city. There's even as we saw, other creatures. So the fact that he would leave Bakwa, cross the bridge here, discard before the bridge, why would he go back? It doesn't make any sense.
Creature does not just stay in. After the body is...
Speak in Backward.
Thank you. And he speaks in Backward. After the body has deteriorated, it becomes a reservoir for a separate Windless. It can then become a parasitic, what's the word I want to use here? A
entity?
Not just entity. It can become a
like for breeding, kind of like to multiply.
Correct. It can incubator or a vector. It can become a vector for further parasitic infections. So when it has one body, it can possess multiple creatures. So when we're on this bridge because we know it has been here. We are testing because we know it has been here, and we cannot see it until we test.
Oh, I understand now. It's a demon that can also act as like it's spreading a viral infection.
Why would it go back?
Hi, Sleepy. Because there are more cities farther to the west, back to Bakua, where a huge fight is happening, where there is a large outbreak where there is a massive host of easy targets.
And if it's doing this on orders from the demonic incursion leaders, then this is a good way to marshal troops and then attack on an unexpected flank.
Antoine and the telepathic bond is just going to say, and this was ignored for how long? So it has a lead on us. Why
Yes,
was this
Professor.
ignored?
Well, we're dealing with it now, Professor. We serve no purpose by, understandably, being irritated with the previous.
No one in the area understood what we were doing. Obviously, if you thought we were here being brigands, no one bothered to understand what we were doing.
Yes, I understand that one now. Don't get me wrong. If you want to give me 1 minute, I'm going to contact the higher ups while they talk to you. They don't speak Backwin. I'm the only one here. So if you have a concept you need me to pass along, you let me know. I'm going to go message our higher ups and see if we can figure out anything or if there's any other cases in the area to try to expedite this one for you. Does that sound good?
Please do. This is very
Can
much
I have my ID
appreciated.
back?
He hands it back to you.
Yeah, he's gonna like.
In the meantime, can we speak to your leader then?
They separate.
Yeah, I
Take me
mean,
to your leader.
This guy calls back over here to this guy, who looks up in your direction.
And while that's going on, Antoine is furiously writing in his notebook, trying to see. There's no way to get like a direct like talking line with anyone, right? Just like a text communication.
Yes, you can. You're not in the World Scar anymore, so you can directly message the Owlbear.
No, he wants them on voice call if possible. That's the question. Can he get like a speakerphone so everyone can hear this?
I would like to ask if I would be allowed to cast Detect Evil and Good. I'm just suspicious. It's a 30-foot animation, and it would last for up to 10 minutes. There's just this thing in the back of my head saying I should cast it.
I can respect this one.
And while they're doing that, has my organization ever encountered such an entity as this?
I think Chaos died.
No. I'm here. I'm thinking. I'm trying to do multiple things at the same time.
Take your time. Take your time.
How would they react to a request to cast detect evil and good?
And if it's any assistance, Antoine would translate into Backwin and like gesture at his like religious symbol, being like, "Look, he's with you guys," kind of, sorta.
I am of the Tyrian faith as well.
Okay. Here's how I see them reacting to this. There's 8 of these gentlemen on the bridge. Well, 3 of them. Well, no, we'll say half of them think that it's a good idea. The other half thinks it's a trap. And you immediately set off this kind of tense standoff between all of them. They freeze, their eyes dart, hands tighten on weapons. It's like they want the spell to be cast, but they're terrified of what it might reveal. There's this kind of fearful hesitation between all of them.
Okay.
In
go.
Bakuin, why do you want to cast it? What are you hiding?
First of all, one, he can't understand you. Two, he wants to try to find the demon to help you.
Only someone
It
could
is
ask, or
something
someone helping the demon would suggest it.
Do you want to poke me with an iron needle to make sure that I'm not one real quick?
The one here, the one in the middle.
Anton would walk up, like roll up his sleeve. Probably for the first time, a lot of the party would see it. Roll up his sleeve and then roll down like his elbow length gloves that cover his hands, and you would just see like arcane runes all over himself. And he would put a hand out and go, "All right, poke me. I'm not one of them. Do whatever test you have to, but I'm not going to fight people that are being paranoid. It is good to question everything, but not to the point of paranoia."
He takes a deep breath and he takes one of those same iron needles and he pokes you, almost hard enough to draw blood.
You know, Antoine just is waiting for any other test that he has, since there's obviously no reaction. Just, all right, anything else you want to do to make yourself feel better? Because that one, he points at Andreas, already passed all the provable tests down there. Why would he, who has passed the test in front of half of your group, want to then suddenly go, "Oh yes, I worked for the demon"? No,
he
that one
looks
is too stupid for it.
He looks to Andreas and he says, "Show me your holy symbol." I'm still talking in just straight Bakuin.
He said, show him your holy symbol," as Antoine is putting his gloves and everything back on. Like,
He will show him everything that has his holy symbol on it. His chest plate, the holy symbol hanging from his neck, his book of tear, his friggin' sword's pommel has the scales on it. Even his pistol has the scales on it.
Your hands, and he shows the front and back of his own hands when he says that. No
He takes
tricks.
off his gloves and shows him his hands, his blade fingers back and front slowly.
He when you show the back and front of your hands slowly, he actually grabs your hands and he like feels your joints.
is that one of the superstitious ones?
It is.
Antoine's just going to sigh and in common say, "Do me a favor, ignore that one. That one's sheer superstition. I think they've all gone paranoid, but I can't blame them if it's able to infest a host, and potentially the host might not know. Just let them have their fun." And
No,
he's
I'm
going
not
to
typing it.
write to the owlbear, "Do you have a way to get on call with me right now? Because you all labeled these people as brigands and issues, and clearly no one came and investigated this. I need reports from the area. Can I speak to a manager about this one?"
Okay.
Oh, God.
You are getting the 3 dots from the owlbear.
He's writing.
Yeah, he's writing. Antoine's demanding to speak to a manager.
we can feel the exasperation in those 3 dots.
I mean, Antoine's already sent him hate mail. This is just going to make him send more. It's not threats, it's just how much he despises.
Let me guess, you're the one that put up the suggestion box and immediately started filling it.
No. He's not that much of a Karen. However, he will send you hate mail that's just hateful enough for it to not be considered hate speech.
He looks to you, Antoine, as someone who has been able to directly communicate in Bakuin, and he says, "What does the spell do?"
Detect evil and good. Have you never heard of it before? Oh wait, he's gonna say that in common, pause and go, I apologize, I get very confused swapping between the languages. You're asking about the detect evil and good spell?
What precisely will it do?
Detect evil and good, basically he is going to take 6 seconds to cast a spell, so within a 30-foot radius around him, he's going to know if there is a aberration, a celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead within 30 feet of you. I don't know if your version of demon classifies as a fiend. However, it would rule that out, since I do believe that demons are under a different classification.
This spell does it hurt.
No, it will not touch you. It is, basically, he gets magical eyesight. For 30 feet.
Yes, Wagon.
No, it is cast on him. He casts on himself. So basically, he will cast it, and he will be able to see around him. Nothing touches you. That you will not feel anything. You might see a little bit of lights depending on how it forms around him, because it will all appear different than if I cast it. But would you prefer if I cast it? Or would you want him to, because he is part of your religion?
He looks at Andreas a little more closely. Will it not detect him?
No, he is considered a humanoid creature. He is only descended from fiend that gives him the appearance. He himself is not one. It is two separate things. Tiefling are very much humanoid. They're like you and me.
Alright, fine.
You said when this original suggestion came up, it caused a bit of a debate, and everybody looks nervous, paranoid. Taking a glance at all of them, does any one of them appear not paranoid, but more nervous, as in tensing for a fight? Like, I'm trying to see if somebody here might be a wolf in sheep's clothing amongst them.
Give me an insight check.
Alrighty.
What is
Well,
what
that's
is
why
this
I was
cart
asking.
that we've got going on over here?
It's a merchant's cart.
30.
They all seem to be extremely nervous. None of them seem to be tensing for a fight more than any of the others. The captain here, if any of them, he seems like he's trying to protect everybody. He does have his hand on his weapon, but it's because he seems like he was nervous about this casting of the spell, and he's going to point it out right here.
There. I'll relay that to, specifically directed to Andreas, that I don't think any of them are infected, or at least nobody's giving off the impression that they're ready to swing at you once you cast the spell.
This is dangerous, but he gestures to his men sharply to lower their weapons, but only a little. You cast this spell under my supervision, my rules. And he points at Andreas. It's still in Backwind. You stand alone, no tricks, no illusion, no chanting beyond what is needed. And his voice drops, almost pleading despite the steel in it. We lost 3 men already. They didn't die clean. I don't lose more because you got clever. Steps a little bit closer. We do not know what this spell will do. Maybe it will show demon. Maybe it will make holes jump. Maybe it will help our best to bring it apart. And then he straightens up and yells at his men. Clear circle, eyes sharp. And he points back to the rest of you. You guess it. If anything moves wrong, anything it always strike, understand?
I do believe that we are having a little bit of miscommunication. It's trying to make sure that none of you are in there as well. So 30-foot radius. If I stand in it, I will stand right next to you, if that will make you feel better. And look, Antoine will put his hands up. I don't have any weapons on me.
I only have a paintbrush. Antoine, psychically or telepathically, Kate will ask you if these demons only possess like humanoids, or
Ooh,
can they
with a
possess anything?
34? Would that know that?
It would. Humans only.
It is humanoids. It's humanoids only. So you would be fine, but they don't know that you're not humanoid, and that's going to scare them. So if you're already dealing with superstitious people,
Oh no, I was worried about something completely different.
yes, you're Fae.
No,
No,
that still wasn't what I was worried about. Is there a merchant like attached to this cart?
There is a merchant in the cart, waiting to be allowed through. They were
Has he
interrogating
just
him.
been kind of waiting patiently and
Yeah, he was under the interrogation process.
okay.
all right. So you all are going to like stay here within the 30 feet, so we can clear all of you at once. Yes.
He swallows hard, and he looks back at you, and he says, with a final warning and almost a sort of confession, if the thing is already among us, I need to know. Even if it
I
kills one of
understand.
mine. Even if it kills one of mine.
I
Man,
understand. Knowing is very scary. But you have to ask the question first. When you question, you need to know the answer. You don't want to know if it's one of your people. I get it. That is the last thing that you want to know, that the person standing next to you is the reason why 3 of your men that you said are dead. But you need to be brave for at least this one, if nothing else.
he'll
I'm going to
for
give him the okay.
he'll far away.
What?
How close do we need to stand?
30 feet.
In back when he'll tell the men to back up. Give you as much space as possible.
Alright. And Antoine is going to look over at Andreas and in common say, do me a favor. When you cast it, don't be flashy and try to show off. You should be good. They've given the okay.
All right, and he will pull the tome off of his side, the chain, allowing it to extend into his hand. And he flips open the book, almost as if this has been a practiced method many times. He simply looks to the incantation and raises his right hand, closes his eyes, and then opens them as he takes hold of the holy symbol. The radiant light beginning to pour from the symbol, and he will mutter to himself, very clearly, though, "By the scales be revealed." As a quick burst of radiant light will flash out, and any fays, fiends, celestial, undead, aberrations, elementals within 30 feet of him will basically, in his vision, flash with a glowing light.
And just to him.
And just to me, yes.
Okay. You begin looking around at the individuals around you. Which direction do you start looking?
I start in the direction facing me, the captain and his 3.
So you start here. You sweep
Yes.
around. You see the definite glow from Eleanor. As you sweep around the horses, the cart, you can't see past the cart. You
It
see
goes
these.
through 1 foot of material.
Okay, there's definitely more than a foot of material here.
If I can, I will position myself to glance at the cart.
Okay, into the cart.
Yes.
Okay. In the cart, the merchant that's inside the cart, fine. You see these 3 gentlemen, they all look normal. The professor looks fine. The only person you can't see is this gentleman right back here.
I'll come around the cart and I will get a good look at him.
You look at him, and there's a glow about him.
I'm going to glance over to the professor and then to the captain, and I will move my coat away to reveal my sword, and I will take hold of it. And I'm going to point directly to the man. As just, is he wearing a hood?
He is. You reveal your
Pull the hood
sword.
back.
You tell him to pull his hood back. He doesn't move. Instead, his body convulses.
I close the gap.
His
I would,
spine
if I
arches
can,
backwards with a sickening crack, and there's a wet, rattling hiss that pours from his throat. Not human, not even animal. He staggers backwards, horrified, as his body jerks upright, puppet-like, limbs snapping into place. His voice comes out layered, human, and something beneath it. You should have stayed behind. The brigands panic. One drops his sword, another screams. His skin ripples and something inside of him pushes outward, distorting his ribs.
Is there time to do anything while this transformation is happening?
What would you like to do?
I draw my sword to fling.
Can I cast Wall of Force in a bubble around him?
Ooh.
How big of a bubble?
It's 10 feet on. It's a. Let's see. Dome globe. It's 10 foot by 10 foot. Right. Let's see. Radius. It's a radius of up to 10 feet. So it would be 20 feet across by 20 feet across.
Okay. Give me an Arcana check.
Okay.
If I may, I would also like to do something if I'm possible to.
What would you like to do?
I would like to burn one of my channel divinity to activate the ability Castigate.
Okay.
Where I'm able to expend one of my channel divinities to clasp those I would bring into justice in fiery shackles. Choose a number of creatures up to your charisma modifier, minimum of 1. Each creature must succeed on a wisdom saving throw. It will be wrapped in fiery shackles and have its speed reduced to 0.
Okay.
Then, as a bonus action, I can cause it to do damage to the creature.
Okay. That's fine. I'm not going to make him do the wisdom save. You just do that to this body right here.
Yes.
Kata, with the 14, the blinding fiery chains wrap around the body before you're able to get that arcane bubble off. It's just distracting enough that you are momentarily unable to get the bubble off when this guy's chest balloons grotesquely and ruptures, spraying black ichor as a spined, smoked wreath shape tears free and spills out over the side of the bridge.
So
The
did
DC
the
was a
creature
15.
jump? So is the creature? Did he leap off, or is he?
Was he restrained?
The body of the human falls to the ground, and the possessing creature spills out of the chest over the side of the bridge.
I leap off the bridge after it.
Yeah, can I like fly off the bridge?
Faster than 500 feet per round.
Holy shit!
That's how fast you fall. When you fall,
Well,
you fall
oh.
at 500 feet per round.
I'm casting as I leap. I'm gonna cast Become Nightwing to pursue it.
Okay. You watch as this gore-covered thing just drops fast.
Caleb would like to activate the Broom of Flying and also give chase as well.
Okay.
I'm gonna look to Antoine and be like, "Can you fly?"
No, however, while they're chasing
neither can
it,
I.
because no, I have an idea. While they're chasing it, if I can have 10 minutes near the body, I can basically recognize its footprints.
Well, the chains are useless on it now. Go right ahead.
Antoine is gonna let the fast people chase that thing, and then kind of look over to them and go, real quick, we should probably chase after that. It is a lot faster falling to the river. What I'm going to do is cast another spell that's going to let me be able to recognize it should it go into another creature. I'm able to track its prints, basically, like a dog. He says dog like he's so annoyed having to like break this down and calling himself a dog. He sounds so disgusted by that.
For these gentlemen who are still here, it is practically dark. It's almost nighttime. So you can imagine seeing their ally, this person that they've known for years now, just suddenly rip himself apart and throw part of himself over the bridge after becoming this demon as night falls is a very traumatic event. One of them is over here throwing up over the side of the bridge. One of them has literally ran, not sure who to trust anymore. The captain hasn't even named himself yet. Is shaking and says, "Do it. Do what you need to do. Find this fucking thing."
Would you consider what happened to be a magical effect by chance?
The creature bursting out, it was a purely physical thing. It ripped through his chest.
Okay, now I have a question about possession, and we're gonna get to why in a second. Would you say that since this creature like possessed the person, it would be the creature walking in their shoes, thus the creature themselves?
It is, yes, it is the creature that was walking in their shoes.
Wonderful. I would like to start ritually casting Clue. And the reason for this, besides letting the rest of the party let it go off, is I'm able to see its footprints, and everyone here is going to have a different footprint color. So if we can get into an area where it is potentially, what's going to happen is I'm definitely going to be able, should I have Clue up, to see whose footprints they are and where they lead.
Okay,
That's the point
and
of this.
we'll come back to that. Caleb, Elithanar, and Eleanor, the three of you are desperately chasing after this thing as it's falling down. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, so as it's falling, since the inspector is next to me, can I just go ahead and dimension door both of us next to it?
How far is the
Hold
dimension?
on to your pants.
Yeah, how far is the dimension door?
500 feet.
The inspector, Eleanor, tells you to hold on to your pants. You going with her?
Well, we better not leave them be. You'll catch up with us, yes, Professor?
I've got the portal,
You got those
but
2 seconds, and
Alright.
she grabs you.
I have a horse. He's gonna yell as you get yoinked.
Yep.
You've-
I'm already basically expecting a fight.
You find yourself falling through the air.
I just immediately throw my wings out.
We're chasing John Carpenter's the thing right now.
Kind of.
And
So it would be
Antoine is
pretty close to
inspecting
the
the body.
ground. It would be pretty close to the ground, right? Because it immediately falls 500 feet.
Per round, yeah.
Okay.
And I said this is more than 500 feet, about 1,000 or so feet to the ground. So you've got another round to get there until it hits the ground.
Amazing. So that gets us next to it, and then we have one round. Is there anything anyone else wants to do in that one round before I do something?
Well, we're falling after it essentially, right?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
I assume that there's no way to engage with it during. Well, I'm flying. I have a 60-foot fly speed for this duration now.
You could fall instead of fly.
That was my plan to leap
no, yeah.
over and yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Keep up
dive
with it.
bombing. Like the wings are tucked in, so this way I can stop myself from going splat when I get that low.
So, if possible, what I'd like to do then, I would like to do an open cube of wall of force around, like right underneath where the creature currently is, and then go up on the sides, but no, 20 feet up on the sides, 20 feet on the bottom, no roof, and just like have it land into my cube of force.
Okay, so 20 feet below it.
Yep.
An open cube wall of force.
Correct.
All right, I'm going to ask
What-
for another Arcana check to see if you can place that appropriately, because again, you're falling fast.
Yeah.
It'd be another.
Well, I've spread my wings, but yeah.
It'll be another 15 Arcana check.
Okay.
I've also got something that I'd like to try.
Okay.
That one. So the spell Featherfall does not say willing. Choose up to 5 falling creatures within range. So can I cast Featherfall on it?
Can you really force something to take a feather fall?
Yeah, he's right. I love Featherfall, just like the Ring of Water Walking.
Amazing. That's absolutely what we need right now. That'll give me time to adjust.
And
my
I can use it as a reaction. So as soon as it leaped over, I could have cast it on it.
Yeah.
And we could have an aerial battle. Let's go.
Oh
Okay.
shit, that
Ooh,
means that
shit.
I can also still hit it from up here, so I can stop
Put it in the
casting Clue.
cube.
Okay. Yeah. You can feather fall it.
I feel
Alrighty,
like I
let
just
me.
heard Chaos's like heartbreak at like this entire chase scene he probably imagined of.
Does
Now that it's going
anyone
slower,
else-
is it easier for me to cube it?
I'm going to look at one other thing. I just want to look at the actual stat block I made for this creature.
Like immune to featherfall.
No, it's not going to be immune to featherfall. I just wanted to see what I actually put down for the creature.
And if we all have range attacks, and it doesn't, you just light it up.
In a box.
Okay. Yeah, there's nothing that's going to stop you from doing this.
This is not what you had planned, was it?
No, that's fine though.
But this is teamwork.
Yes.
It's the best teamwork we've had. It's great.
I mean, if you're comparing this to your old team, yeah.
Let's give this scene a little bit of light though, so that Twitch can see what's going on. I'm going to give one of these guys a lantern.
God, I love the fact that everyone else went to hop the bridge, and meanwhile, Antoine, just being nosy as fuck as he is, was just like, I wonder where this creature has been, because now he can track it all the way back to wherever it's, like, walked and everything. So now we can go find more victims, guys.
Yay!
Which could lead us to a further source.
Exactly. So that's what I was thinking with at least Antoine staying up here and doing this. Since now it's boxed, I can probably get up there somehow and, help out.
Well,
I don't
because it
think
should
I
just be
can.
below you now.
Yeah.
If the box is allowed.
Yeah, the Featherfall was allowed. You would still need the Arcana check for the box. The box didn't work. There we go. We got the torch now, or the lantern.
Yeah, I can't see over the wall, but I can see over this wall.
That's because this is the guy that's got the lantern. That's the guy that's dead.
Yeah, but if I can see past this wall, I can't see this way.
Walls.
It's blocked.
As
Walls.
design.
Yep. Walls.
But I can see this way.
Walls. Sight limited walls. Normal. There you go. See? Nope.
Huh?
Sight. None.
Loud?
I tried that. Sight. Proximity. Light and darkness. Maybe it's the light. Normal. Okay.
Remove the wall and we can just assume the wall.
Sure. We will remove walls. Walls be gone.
We'll just acknowledge the wall is there. There we go. Now we all can see
Be gone,
the
walls.
shenanigans.
Yep. This is D&D. Correct, Colgan.
Can I use my reaction to help out Kata since I can see?
You were casting the spell, the spell that you were casting, Clue.
But I still should have a reaction though, because I should be able to stop casting whatever. No?
It's okay. I still have time now.
Yes, you have time now. There's time now.
So I don't have a way that I can stop, completely stop casting Clue, and deal with that later and use my reaction.
Clue
So where would be a good...
takes you
Oh, go
how
ahead.
10 minutes to cast. Sure, you can stop casting your ritual of Clue and turn around to cast a spell.
Wonderful. I'm
well-
cast.
Go ahead.
Let me check some. Okay, I'm actually going to cast Mirror Spell on Kata's Wall of Force. That
Okay.
she could not Arcana check. So, if it's a 3 or higher, I need a 10 plus the spell level. Wall of Force is a 4th or 5th level spell.
5th level spell.
On an intelligence ability check, so 5th. So that'd be a DC 12 then, if I'm understanding this correctly. 3 or higher, so 13? Anyway. Okay. So not only have I been able to cast Wall of Force myself now by copying her spell, do I need to make the Arcana check to lock it in the box?
You do. The DC is 15.
Oh, I can't fail that.
I'm pretty sure you can't. Okay. You mirror her spell and you lock it in the box. You put the
Kata.
box under it.
I thought we were boxing it though.
Underneath it. You teleported up here now.
Oh, how did I do that?
There you go.
Skill.
Yeah, you guys would watch as Kata's box misses and as Antoine literally like looks over and you almost see an exact replica of Kata's spell appear over like his spell book that opens up and just make a copy of it. It honestly almost looks like her own spell casting. Usually whenever you see Antoine, it looks just like the, schematics, the blueprints of it. No, this looks like Kata's Wall of Force.
So
like,
it's
being
real
cast.
painterly.
Yep, real painterly, just coming from Antoine. And he's just looking over the side and just gives you a thumbs up.
Plus 2 points.
Just
No,
asking.
I get the points because I cast it, and he's gonna look over, seeing the knight come up to him and go, "What do you want? We have captured the creature."
But you looking for where it has been? You say you're looking. Well, you want to know.
Huh?
You are looking for where it has been. I want to know.
Okay, first of all, we need to deal with the creature first, then I'm going to be able to track it. So let me deal with one emergency first, then we will get to you. Do you want the creature to get out and go be an issue somewhere else? Because I don't want it to.
He looks over the edge and he sees inside of the invisible box a writhing mass of gore-filled, or gore-covered, a writhing gore-covered mass with spines on it. Yes.
Point of clarity, though, aren't Kata and Andreas 500 feet below Antoine right now?
Yes.
Oh shit, yeah, it's within 60 feet of me. Never mind, that wouldn't go off.
No. Because of Featherfall. Featherfall was cast immediately. So no.
Yeah, but
Everything was kind of messed up, but you and I were teleported to like where it is. Like when it was 60 feet above the bottom of the box, we are there, but it's still falling into the
just
box.
making sure that there wasn't a miscommunication there, because I know that Dimension Door was mentioned first.
Yeah, we just kind of did everything at once in a weird.
Yeah.
We're all thinking out loud.
So that means I'm positioned like just above the creature before it lands in the box.
Yes, Featherfall happened as soon as the Wintilus jumped over.
Doesn't that mean Andreas is going to go plummeting?
Yep, into the water.
I go catch him. I'm currently flying. I can.
Featherfall can be cast on up to 6 creatures.
I thought it was like right behind the creature, essentially, from how the Dimension Door sounded like. I thought it was basically like behind him, and then once the box appeared, my idea was that I was gonna plummet and fucking run my sword into its back.
Yeah, so that's kind of what it is that, so the Featherfall activated, so it's falling at 60 feet a second, or around, and then we teleported next to it before it, like, did its next 60-foot fall, so you're, like, you should be right near it, then I attempted, after all that shenanigans started, then we attempted the box that was duplicated by Antoine.
Yeah, so you're still within 60 feet of me. So I'm able to grab it, is what we understand.
Immediately, yeah, you're still within 60 feet. But in the next immediate round, you fall 500 feet. There technically is no fight. The fight is nullified.
I see. Okay.
I go to catch
Instead of
him,
falling to the base, can I just take flight?
Yeah, you can. You fly.
Seeing it's contained, I'll use, because I'm flying with Nightwing active, I will go and catch Andreas so he doesn't plummet to his death.
Yeah. Give me an acrobatics check. I'm choosing a skill that you're good at.
I feel like I need to use my inspiration for that. Oh god, it's worse. So the better of the two is 13.
You unfurl your wings, attempting to catch the inspector, tumbling through the air, as if you were a hawk trying to catch a smaller bird. In this case, however, the bird is much larger and heavier than you are.
Mm.
And you miss him. Andreas is falling.
I free fall with, trying to, I don't know if I can catch him, because I'm pretty sure our respective velocities are the same.
Yes, they are.
Okay.
You got one more round.
I'll dimension door myself so that I am... Anything else I can do here? Nope, nothing else will work for this. I will dimension door so I'm lower than he is.
Okay.
To make another attempt to catch him. This is probably going to hurt.
Okay. Give me another acrobatics check.
Okay. Oh, for the love of... Where was the good roll earlier?
Okay. Inspector Andreas, would you like to try and help save your own life in this situation? What would you like to do to try and help Elithanar catch you?
This is going to probably hurt you, Elithanar, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the chain of conviction. And it'll pull you toward me.
Oh, joy.
In other words, like, it won't, it'll basically, you'll be tethered toward me, and you can't move more than 30 feet away from me. So in theory, you would be closer, you would basically be dragged closer to me, and I would, maybe you'd be able to use we'd be able to use the nature of it to pull myself closer.
Yep.
So then I'm easier to grab.
Okay.
No, I understand.
How much damage does Elithanar take?
It would be on a failed save, he takes 2d force damage.
Give him the 2 die of force damage.
Okay. Casting, rolling. He
Not
takes 3 force damage.
All right, so we'll give you the 3 points of force damage.
I now have to make a concentration check.
Here is that. There you go. There's the button for you.
I have advantage through Warcaster. Am I currently benefiting from Andreas's aura of protection, or would this happen before I'm in rank pulled to him?
How big is your aura? 10 feet?
10 feet.
I will say that you're close enough.
Okay. So advantage and just need a 10 or better. Unfucking believable.
What did you lose? Did you lose your Nightwing?
Yes.
Which means you lost your fly speed?
Yes.
Well, gentlemen.
But if we're in physical contact though now, right?
Yes.
Okay. There's a river below us, right?
There is a river somewhere below you.
How far are we from the bridge at this point?
About 800 feet.
So there's no hope for the bridge, and is the river within 500 feet?
Yeah, it is.
This is going to cost my last spell, and hopefully this will save us, but I use one final dimension door now that I'm in physical contact with Andreas to dimension door us to just above the water.
Give me an Arcana check.
Hopefully that's enough.
That's enough.
Oh, thank God.
You use Dimension Door, and all of your downward momentum becomes a somewhat horizontal momentum and the two of you skip across the top of the water, and instead of taking 20d6 of damage,
Holy shit.
because that's your maximum fall damage, I'm going to give you 5.
So basically, we just pulled Wolverine when he jumped out the plane and went skipping along the water.
The two of you take 16 points of fall damage.
Ouch.
Oh,
That wasn't pleasant, but at least we're alive.
yes.
Caleb
I'm going-
floats right next to you guys on a broom. Need a hand?
I think at this point a hand goes up and the middle finger raises in the direction of Caleb.
I'm gonna throw a rock at you.
I'm going to need a serious word with Kada and whatever once we get back up there.
Through the telepathic link, you just hear Antoine go, "Can you all hurry up, please? We have things to do. I know falling is time-consuming, however, TikTok concentration. Thank you."
Because I don't
Next
think
time,
the,
you're going off the bridge.
I'm not going off the bridge. I'm the only one that can track this thing to see if there's any other victims or where it's spread lying around. So do me a favor. If you're going to threaten me, at least make it worth my time. Minus 5 points.
since the broom can only carry up, I believe it's 400 pounds. I'll have to make 2 trips to carry both of them up back to the bridge.
Under the bridge downtown.
At least I had a backup plan in case I lost concentration.
Okay, who gets carried up first?
Take the inspector. I have something I can do for the moment.
Hop on. I'll pull the inspector out of the water.
Yeah. I'm getting too old for this.
And while they're doing that, I'm going to swim ashore. And I'm going
Do
to
you
perform
have
my-
a swim speed?
No, I do not, I guess.
I need an athletics check, please.
Oh, dear.
Where are they right now?
They would be he would be approximately here on the river.
For the love of...
And not doing
Where-
well.
Why are the dice
Okay.
being mean to me?
Kato will fly down.
Okay. Just above the water, you see a familiar, well, not familiar, human with large feathery wings. You've seen her in her kitsune form.
And on the bridge the whole time. But
Yeah.
And Kato will just like give your outstretched arm like a high five. And she'll cast fly on you.
I'm drowning. High five.
Sensing
about-
that, he pulls himself through flight out of the water. We're going to have a serious talk about your propensity for teleportation or this nonchalant attitude you have towards gravity.
Gravity.
The inside of the force cage, because it's, and for all intents and purposes, right now it is a force cage, is getting slowly coated with acid.
We need to do something about that.
Fire. Lots and lots of fire.
Is there a way that I can... With the 34, does this thing have any weaknesses that I thought of earlier besides just obviously iron?
Iron isn't necessarily even a weakness. It's just a test. You do know that it's immune to poison, and it's immune to being prone in this condition.
But I can boil it, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Antoine is going to kind of whistle over to Kada and go, Kada, I need a favor. There's this evil, like, grin on his face. He goes, "Can you do me a favor? Put your wall of force around my wall of force that was your wall of force, and then I'm going to boil this thing alive inside of the box."
Okay.
Yeah, and you
As long as
go
you can
through
give
the
like
telepathic-
her instructions like on exactly what you want it to look like, she can.
Yeah, he
Go ahead
basically
and
wants
do
you to
that.
make a pot for it. That is specifically 10 feet. Just 10-foot radius. 10-foot
Okay.
radius, 40-foot high, slightly below it, so he can cast something in it. And when Antoine says this, you hear the most giddy thing over the telepathic bond that everyone has. He goes, "I can't wait to see what demon weave actually looks like. It's the first time I'm being allowed to do something like this." Let's see if it's any different. So if Kata takes over the box, right?
Yep. New box, 2 discs.
Hold on, I'm trying to figure out which spell I was looking at. Kata, do you still have your magic mansion?
Yes.
Actually,
I can't
yeah.
cast it right now, but yes.
I'm assuming this creature can't fly, otherwise it would have.
Just
You
follow the style.
wait, you can't cast it?
Oh, no. I can't cast Magnificent Mansion currently.
Okay, well, that answers what I have then.
Where's it?
I will just go with my initial thing, which is going to be a upcast version of the Storm of Radiance, and I'm just going to drop it on it. 10-foot radius. Trying not to catch my friends in it.
Well, we're not in these spots. We're just kind of
Right, but I don't want it to go to target you.
There you go. Everybody's back on the bridge.
If you want to boil, because there's now a gap between mine and your.
Oh no, I have to drop my wall of force for yours, which is why he wanted you to catch it.
Okay.
Because if I do this one should be a concentration spell, where I'm basically, it's like literal thunder, lightning, it's blinded and deafened while in its area, so it can't even see or hear to get out.
Just please tell me you don't swap out concentration until I'm back on the bridge. I am not going plummeting to my death
Correct.
twice.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah, no.
I'd revive you.
Okay, and that is
Yeah,
a
no.
Constitution saving throw.
Yep, and it's now stuck in a pot where it is just big enough for the entire area. Because I asked for a 10-foot radius thing, and it's a 40-foot tall thing, so we can just keep this one up.
That's a failure.
That's 38 damage. Want me to keep rolling for the entire minute?
Yeah, you'll need to do it again.
Can I fly above it and just shoot foxfire at it?
Shoot some foxfire at it, yeah.
Let's just all attack this thing.
Midnight rolls around
Let's go.
and a thick mist rolls in.
That's a 33 more damage if it fails again.
A 14 hits.
Failure.
Yes, a 14 is a failure, which is an additional 33 damage, which is how much total damage?
The total for just Antoine would be 71.
Okay.
It's blinded and deafened.
Okay. 28 will hit. Okay, plus 7 damage. plus 12 damage. This thing is dead. You have already cooked it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow,
as
delicious.
Wall of fire.
yeah, when Antoine stops the spell, you guys would see the weave like rip out of the creature and go into his book, and he is so giddy about that as he's looking at the cover of his book to see if, or just like the pages in general to see if anything has changed. Guy has one hobby.
The color of the page, or the color of the threads of weave that come off of this thing, are inky and disgusting looking. Like,
Does it remind him of the shadow weave?
It does.
Antoine would mutter to himself in some archaic language. I'll just go ahead and say what it is, and since nobody else can understand, he goes, "Well, that's something new that doesn't get added to the pot all the time. The Magus going to kill me."
The way the book writes this creature in, it almost looks like deep speech.
Antoine is so amused by this, and then he remembers, oh yeah, I have to do Clue as he's standing right in like the middle of all of the gore and everything on his like white coat that's probably touched it by now. And he's just gonna look back at the knight behind him and goes, "By the way, what is your name?"
Rusk.
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 Rusk. I will now go ahead and start casting that to see where it's gone. Anything else that you need from us? Are you done protecting this bridge?
No, if there is this one, then it's... They come back this way. This is unfortunately lost 3 men. Probably one of the 3 men we lost.
So there is at least one more, is what you're saying.
Likely.
Would I be able to find it? Is it considered the same creature as that one? Hive mind?
Sure, not same creature. Would be separate creature.
But it would take me to at least a corpse.
Hopefully.
I will go back to casting Clue as people come back up here. And Antoine is just ritually casting. It probably looks like I don't know how to, like, a fingerprint scanner, like a sonar, something around him as he starts trying to, like, track everyone's, like, footprints. You guys would even start seeing your own footprints and, like, where you've been lighting up around him in different colors. Is it only me able to see it, though? Or is everyone able to see it with Clue? Where is it? Well,
Clue is your first level spell.
yeah, and it's a ritual spell, so I can just stand here and cast it myself.
It says they become highlighted and glow faintly for the duration. Not just for you.
Yep, so people would start seeing their own, like, fingerprints on everything and, like, footprints.
Yeah, they glow individual colors, but they're not otherwise
them apart.
identified.
Yeah, but I can track them back to them, so, like, I can
Yep.
tell, like, what this creature is.
Any creature that moves or touches objects within the emanation leaves colorful footprints and fingerprints, which might
I
reveal
can
invisible creatures.
Yep, and I can choose any point in time for up to 10 days ago. So I guess
and this moves with you when you cast it.
Emanation originating from you, yes.
Cool.
I'm
Okay,
basically Sherlock Holmes now.
Yep, I'm going to add 10 minutes onto the clock.
Nice.
Shift 10. There you go. 10 minutes has passed. Your clue is up.
All right, where has this creature gone? Show me the way, Chaos.
Up and down this bridge multiple times during the course of the past day. And off to the west a few times.
Okay. The west?
Yep, to the west. So you can see that each individual here has walked off to. Okay, we'll also go with this wagon here. The wagon came from the east, very obviously, and stopped here. Inside of the wagon, there are tons of fingerprints from the merchant, as well as his own footprints. There's fingerprints of the 4 individuals who were standing in front of the wagon as they inspected the items that were inside of it, and along the back here. The all 8 have footprints and fingerprints. I'm gonna bring this guy over here. Along all of the equipment, along all the carts here, carts, crates, barrels. It seems like this is their foodstuffs that they've been taking from some of the wagons that come through, just so they can survive over the past 6 months that they've been here. Occasionally, you can see some of their footprints head off to the west. Sometimes they head out to the east. It seems like they don't strictly stay in this area. Yes, stealing from the merchants so that they have something to eat, because they weren't planning to stay out here this long. But this guy almost strictly went off to the west.
Antoine is going to pretty much, I guess the way I would flavor it, since, you know, it is Clue, it's basically Sherlock Holmes. You would see that as he's tracking this, there would be like a magical magnifying glass that's like highlighting it for him to follow as he just kind of looks over at the Nightcasted Roosk and goes, well, you are currently in the way from me walking that way, so, that is what I thought. Everyone, we are, what is it? We're on the case, the hunt is on. Right? And he's saying this in Backlund as well, gesturing for everyone to come with him.
Professor, have you found a trail?
That is what I said, the hunt is on. And he's like looking at you, speaking fluent Backlund still, like you should be able to understand him.
You're speaking... I swapped to the mental channel. You're speaking in the dialect I don't understand.
And then he's gonna like blink once and then just kind of look at everyone and goes, apologies, I appear to be half booked sometimes. Yes, hunt is on, or the game's afoot. We're going this way.
It was also getting late.
Professor, before we get too far ahead of ourselves, could you ask
The trail
me...
only lasts 10 days.
Yes, I'm aware of that, but perhaps you should ask one of these gentlemen. You say it's heading west?
Yes.
Look and
Is there a
see
settlement?
these footprints.
Yes, but I'm asking is do you know of a settlement perhaps to the west, a place that this, who you thought he was, might have gone to or congregated at?
Small, what is, village? Still Applejack.
Since I know the professor's magic won't last that long, that is where I believe we should continue this hunt.
And we should probably do it in the morning when we can actually see so we don't get ambushed.
Well, I can see perfectly fine, but
I'm
yes, the
glad
point
you
is
can.
And we can move faster with the Griffin Queen.
that too.
Rusk, would your people want to continue this trail tomorrow? I know one day is a lot of ground that it can make, but I don't believe it is a hive mind. It won't know what happened with this one.
It will not know. Not from what we know of Winterless. It will not know.
I am going to set up a magical place for us to rest.
My men will not sleep tonight.
If you want to hunt the creature, you are going to sleep. Do you hear me? If you approach the thing tired, You are going to be doing nothing but feeding into it. Why would you want to risk your men like that? Right
Perhaps,
there or not?
perhaps instead,
Then alcohol, knock them out.
Rusk, I believe you said your name was?
It's Rusk.
Then perhaps it's better you maintain your vigil here and leave the hunt to us.
We maintain posts here on bridge. Look for more windless. Trust that you'll find them in the village, if they there.
It's the most logical point to go to. If this creature has been operating as you have explained to my professor here, the village is the best place to start.
About one more day down the road. Occasional trip.
Also, Antoine, how have you cast circle spells before?
Antoine's gonna shake his head and just kind of look it over. And I've only recently learned how to use magic within the past. I've had the book for 10 years, but I've only been able to cast level spells higher than third for about a year now. It's
many
harder to
spellcasters
cast
do
magic
we
that's
have?
not mine.
If you mean the circle of teleportation, I'm also capable of that. But not
No,
right now.
no.
No circle casting.
I don't know what that is.
4 of us that besides Antoine that can cast spells, yes or no?
Yeah, I got some fancy doodads.
I am a spellcaster as well.
So we could, if we have enough additional casters for this clue spell, we could extend for how long it lasts. So we're not having to stop tomorrow.
I should be able to assist as well. Spells.
Drennis, I hope you are all right.
I'm. Other than the pain, I'm just pondering.
On that note, Kada,
Uh-huh.
forgive me, Eleanor, I would deeply appreciate it if next time you, before teleporting over a many hundreds of foot drop, consider what you are doing before teleporting someone who does not have immediate flight ability.
That's right, you don't have wings. Yeah, you should get those. Great.
I'm talking about the inspector. If I hadn't caught him, he very likely would have been splattered when he hit the water.
Oh, I could have gone and got him, but you got him, so I was hanging out.
And for the sake of argument above table, Chaos, roll the 20d6. What would we have taken if we hadn't managed that save at the end?
I was
20d6.
assuming we would have died.
Well,
65
20d6
points.
Okay, we would have survived, but still,
Yeah.
it's
Flat.
big.
65 points is a mighty stick.
Yes. All I'm saying, Kada, Eleanor, is that you just take a moment to consider your actions a little more carefully next time.
Aren't they a fae? I don't think that's quite possible for them. I don't think that's in their nature.
I'm aware I still have to make the effort, because next time I might not be able to catch him in time.
Oh, it's
Oh, no,
okay.
it's-
I can't.
Yeah, no,
Let me-
it's okay. Antoine realizes he's talking back when he goes, no, it's fine. I can just copy Revivify if we have a diamond. I'll pick him back up. It's fine.
I considered, and then I chose the most fun option.
Maybe next time, you can turn him into a dragonfly, and then he can fly himself.
Why do I have a feeling I'm talking to a brick wall?
No, we're talking.
I'm much
fae.
squishier than a brick wall.
Yes.
More fun too.
Eh,
Elithana, this is why I say the problem with idiocy and mediocrity is that people that possess the traits cannot have it explained to them, just like how Faye, when they latch on to what is fun, you cannot explain not fun to them. She's clearly having fun. You're not winning this one.
I'm aware.
You can
They
explain not fun. I won't care about it.
Rusk calls for you 5 to step aside. The merchant is good to go.
Right. This way then.
Did I ever get an answer from the owlbear after demanding to talk to his manager?
It's still just 3 dots. He's been typing the whole time.
Yeah, just 3 dots the whole time.
He opened his weave journal, saw it was you, and then just decided to go have lunch.
At
and left
1:55 in the
weave
morning.
journal Open.
Meanwhile, here at the bridge.
Wait, it's in the morning? I thought this was at night.
It is
It's like
3:15 in the morning.
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Oh
we
yeah,
should
no,
probably
I'm
get some
messaging him
sleep.
again. And
Oh,
again.
no.
And again.
You should get some
Professor-
sleep though.
That being said, Antoine would cast his magical mansion.
Professor.
What does your
one-
magical mansion look like?
Oh.
The trap house.
You would a what house?
Trap house.
No. You would watch as he does cast his magic mansion, and the door when it opens up at first, you would note that the door seems to be a little bit weird, almost like you can still see the schematic around it compared to Kata's door, which probably looks something more like a Japanese one, I'm assuming, like a sliding door for hers. When you step inside, it looks to be almost a Victorian-styled manor. There's lots of blue accents, dark wood. It seems to be fairly warm and welcoming. You would note that there's a grand staircase right in front of the entrance where you would see 2 very large paintings with what look to be cloths hanging over them, stacks of paper somewhere that you can just assume is from his imagination at this point, along with different depictions of, people, magic spells, diagrams just hanging everywhere. Even the carved wood that you would see, it seems to have runes directly on it. Seems to be nice though.
What are his illusory servants like?
They
Are
would
they-
probably just be completely invisible since that's how the manor is. Since he doesn't particularly have any feeling for them.
There wouldn't be just a bunch of Icaruses.
No, you would
Cry,
see that
if you would.
there would be trees for him, like Icarus, to climb around on and everything, just every now and then.
So a bunch of cat trees, cat towers.
No, actual trees,
Oh,
Like
literal
tree
trees.
literal trees that are
Tree
built
trees, I see.
specifically for Icarus to be able to climb up and around on.
Oh, he's probably having the time of his life right now.
Yeah.
Professor, one question then. That spell of yours to track where that creature's been, will it still be effective tomorrow if the body
10
is still...
days, now that I know what it looks like.
Ah. Well, so we do have time to work with it then.
And if they use magic, I'm able to copy its spell signature.
Excellent. Well, another staring death in the face through a fall. I think I could do with a little rest now.
For that impact. I'm on the ground.
I do feel there's a few bruises or contusions I'd like to check on.
You enter into your magnificent mansion. And you take your long rest.
Thank God.
Sunrise.
One is so
I burned
invincible
through
at
all
this.
my spells to stop that fall.
It is But at 9:30 in the morning would be about 8 hours.
Did I ever get an answer from the owlbear?
We'll say you did.
Oh, boy.
Seconds per real-time second. I'm going to change that to 1 because seconds per real-time second should be 1. 1 per 1 should be real. Because otherwise, time was moving way too fast. That's why it was 3 o'clock in the morning.
Ah,
Unless we wanted to move that fast. Do you want to move it 10 per 1? That's
No?
up to you guys.
probably not, because we want to be able to like RP and stuff without it like flashing by 4 hours.
Okay, cool. I didn't think so. You did get a response from the owlbear. He says that they will send a group immediately to investigate the scene and not interrogate, but to cooperate and work with the investigators on Kingsbridge. Sorry.
He's, when reading this, is immediately going to let them know that they speak mainly Backwin.
Okay.
So we'll have a translator or somebody that is, or a group that is fluent.
Okay. He tells you exactly who he's going to send. And I'm going to tell you which group that's going to be here in just a second.
Above table, is it only legends that have these weave journals?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. So I have no way to contact my organization, the Shadow Hunters, to see if they have any information to supply.
Correct.
You could tell me about them, and then I can use sending and have like a nastygram waiting for you on spilling information.
Well, if I'm lucky, there's a watcher agent in the village, or unlikely. Then we usually stick to the larger settlements where information passes through more easily. We have a lead. If I need to contact them, I may procure your services, Professor.
He is going to send the Umbrella Cord.
In the morning, I would immediately go let the people here know who's coming. Just to make sure that, like, there's no surprises. And Antoine is going to give these people the okay to check them so they feel safe. Do I have a way to message the Umbrella Accord, like their leader or whoever?
You do.
Okay, yeah, I would message them and be like, Professor Antoine Cypher, ISC 001. I'm currently working with the Twilight Vanguard. I was with the Sunken Sigil. Long story short, when you're coming to the bridge, they are going to check you using some strange methods to make sure you're not a demon. It makes them feel safer. They are traumatized. Any questions?
You get a response from Lyra. Oh, that is just fantastic. They're going to really love me, aren't they? Considering that I am fiendish in appearance, they're going to just fawn over me.
No, we have a tiefling with us who genuinely helped them and detected the demon for them. You should be fine.
Well, as long as they understand, then all will be all right. Do they speak the common tongue, or do we need a
Backwin.
translator? Backwin works best.
Yes, they are from Bakwa. They do seem to like both the traditional ways of finding the Winterlusk and the more, I guess you could say, fantastical ones, like drinking river water. You are going to be asked to do silly things. Be warned.
She writes the rest of her response to you in Backwin. And she's like, oh, fantastic. They are smart and dumb at the same time. We will work with them.
Yeah, he's gonna write back to her in Backwin. They're doing their best. They are scared. They have lost people. I'm not the kindest, but I will ask that you be somewhat understanding with them.
We'll
They
treat them.
literally saw one of their people explode in front of their face.
We'll treat them with all the kindness that we can muster.
I'm going to let them know who all is coming. Besides yourself, that looks fiendish. Is there anyone else that I need to give them a warning about?
And we have a Shadow Kai. Not
I'll let them
necessarily
know.
fiendish, but she may be off-putting.
Yes, black eyes, pale skin, that is going to scare them. I'll let them know, so hopefully there will be less issues. I don't want you to walk into a crossfire.
Our human cleric and human fighter, we'll let them walk first. The shadow-touched elf will not likely sit well with them.
Did they have like a mask or a hood they can wear?
He won't be that much of a problem.
Got it. Yeah, Antoine would go let the knights know exactly who's coming and like describe them, just tell them everything so they're all on the same page.
With her weave journal, she sends you an image. And I'm going to put that in our chat over here. There you go. And I'm going to put it in the group here. That's cheese. I'm going to put it into Twitch. There we go. For the people in Twitch to see. Assuming I can find it quickly. Big icons. There we go. That's helpful. All right, people in Twitch. There you go. That's what she shows to everybody.
Antoine will just double check with them to make sure that they like understand who's showing up.
Rusk looks at the image, and he looks back to you and he says, "These people."
They are other legends. They will be coming to help you.
Takes a big deep breath. They will help look for more windless or guide us on better way.
They're going to help you protect the bridge and make sure that happens. I've let our superiors know so they'll stop sending people here calling you brigands. Your work is very important, especially in times like this, but there potentially might be a better way to go about this. My group is going to go towards the town, the little like outcropping, and make sure that there are no others. We'll let you know.
You can see the distaste in his mouth when you say the word brigands.
You are not brigands. You're doing what you believe is right. And that is a very difficult thing, especially in times like this.
Your assistance is appreciated.
And if you ever need any help, you can probably find at least one legend somewhere. Ask for the professor. They will eventually figure out that it's me. Tell them that it's the crazy one with the blue hair.
He nods and he turns back to look at the bridge, waiting for the next merchant or caravan to come across.
Antoine will look at the party and go, "We should start heading out. We have people coming here for them."
Yes.
Very well.
Do you want to cast your spell now or wait?
I can ritually cast it, it's fine. I won't need, we'll just need a few minutes. And, yeah, he'll start casting.
So do you want to do it as a circle spell?
If we can get it to extend longer, yes. Just to make sure, like, what if it, like, wandered off a path somewhere is what I'm concerned about.
So we could also, if you want it shorter, but like the current speed, but we could also increase like how large it is.
It should be fine. That's too much information.
Okay. How many spellcasters do we have then? Is everyone a spellcaster?
Yep.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
So we all need to expend a spell slot. It doesn't need to be the same as the level. So I'm just expending a level 1 spell slot.
If I'm ritually casting it, will I have to as well?
No, you don't. It's the secondary casters have to expend a spell slot.
Well, the spell
But it-
lasts for 10 days, right?
No, 10
Mm,
minutes.
10 minutes.
I can
but
track up to days.
but this increases it by 8 hours if all 4 of the secondary casters expend a spell slot.
Oh, okay.
So it lets us track it for the full day.
I'm so glad I brought this spell. It was so niche but useful.
Well, I can easily give up a spell slot, then use the function of my rod to give it right back when we resume travel.
My rod.
Do the guards react to the Eldritch Cannon walking up?
They do. They see your robotic dog, and at first they see the dog, and they react as it's a dog, and then they see all the metal, and they quiet, and you hear them chattering in back one.
They trying to figure out like what the fuck it is.
Yes.
Yeah, Antoine's gonna tell them in Backwin. It is a pet of the one with the cowboy hat.
Please see pet with
It mechanical dog barks. Woof woof.
Why does it sound like woman
It
and
is
child?
synthetic. It can't be possessed.
The bark sound like both woman and child at the same time is creepy.
He has weird tastes.
That can, and he points towards the west. Full. That's a very weird thing.
Being said, Antoine's gonna go ahead, start casting and heading out.
Okay.
And for flavor, as the circle spell is going off, since it is Antoine in his book doing this, you guys would feel very strange as literal threads of magic essentially get ripped out of you as you're helping cast this. And it gets immediately sewn into the spell. It is not pleasant. Antoine seems unbothered by this. He's vibing.
You really have changed, Professor.
And what do you mean by that?
Never mind, just talking out loud.
-5 points for not finishing your statement.
Agreed, -5. Answer the question.
Elethenar just turns and starts walking.
Eleanor, please
Yes.
give me a Constitution saving.
Oh.
Well,
You don't like this.
Oh, yeah, no. This sucks for Eleanor or Kata. Like, oh.
With a
But she
natural
does it
20.
like a real champ.
Yep. With a natural 20, you just handle it. You've felt extremely bad vibes like this before for you, but you just roll with it. Environment, settlements is what I want. Yeah, settlements and a bridge. We're gonna mark Kingsbridge on here. There we go.
Then once we get a little bit farther away from Kingsford, I will go ahead and call the Queen.
Okay. We are marking Kingsbridge on the map so we don't lose it again.
Wait, why are we taking the Queen? Are we not following its path in case it's straight off somewhere, or?
Well, we are, but like, I don't want to leave her out here without
True.
me knowing.
Plus, if a demon attacks, I mean, what are they going to do against a Griffin Queen?
Yeah, and what if the other legend group thought it was an issue too?
Kingsbridge, text size. Drop it like it's hot. A little bit
Drop it.
lower.
Yep.
There we go.
Don't let
There's
anything
Kingsbridge.
happen to Regina.
All right. And now you're heading towards, he called it, a small village where they sell Applejack.
That's a very long name for a town.
Nah, he didn't give it an actual name. Just a small village where they sell Applejack off to the west.
As they're walking,
No, go ahead.
As they're walking, Antoine would look over to Kata and just make a side comment of, "Your weave threads are slightly more sparkly. It's the first time I'm actually directly interacting with Fey magic. It's interesting looking."
Well, you did pull on my weave magic. Luckily, you
Unfortunate.
didn't pull on my Fey magic.
The book does require I borrow weave from creatures. It is an unfortunate side effect of something.
Okay, about
Do you
a day's
think if I go to the Feywild that I can just he stops mid-sentence and goes, "That is something I'll have to find out later."
about a
Depends
day's
on
walk.
what you want to give up.
I need a D20 roll.
Oh no, he's stealing.
Who's doing the 20?
20. Hey, now
Nice.
natural 20. Okay. I did not put you guys on the A2 map. I should have. I didn't. That's fine. Find the map. This is the one. Not that. This is find. Find, I said. Fine. Token vision is on. I'm just doing this. View it first. Okay. Right click. Edit. We need the basics here. And then we'll put you guys on this map. Looks about right. Yep. Nope. There's no light on this map, apparently.
We don't need to see. Why would we ever need to see?
No, not at all. Environment. Darkness environment. It's imprisoning you. Let's go
All that I
sync
see.
weather
So
and
far.
darkness. It's like 5 minutes into that song.
Yeah. I grew up with Metallica, man. I know my way around it.
Chaos, did you know that there's a Metallica album on Beat Saber?
I've been trying to get my Beat Saber to display audio through OBS. It won't do it.
Yeah, I couldn't figure that out. So my solution was to just port it through Discord like I have been and stream off there. But like that's the most jank way possible, and it's so funny to me. Another thing is I'm probably gonna play it a little bit after session. So if you hear my audio go all wacky, that's why.
Yeah,
We
one
might need
is
to roll one into the chat.
I was gonna say Chaos. One is one of the Metallica songs on there, along with Seek and Destroy, Battery, For Whom the Bell Tolls, King Nothing, a lot of good ones.
Oh, King Nothing is great. Love King
Yeah,
Nothing.
Master of
Where's your
Master
crown,
of Puppets in
King
there.
Nothing?
The Unforgiven, Enter Sandman, Sad But True, Nothing Else Matters. It's all in there.
Unforgiven and Unforgiven 2.
Ooh. Didn't even know there was a 2.
There is an Unforgiven. Unforgiven 2. Because you're Unforgiven 2.
That's interesting.
Okay.
So what I'm hearing is that I should show you guys the Metallica beat maps after game.
You
Not right
enter into this small village, following footprints, and it is just a couple of houses, a couple of little market stalls. Activate. Pull everyone. Pull everyone. Let's see if that works. Wait for it.
Oh, I don't have money for this album this week. That's okay.
The Steam spring sale is on, or Steam summer sale is on. I bought 4 different items for like $25.
This is all DLC, and I am short this week because I got, treed 2 weeks ago, and I'm paid 2 weeks behind, if that makes any sense.
Yep.
So, because I am 8 hours short on my paycheck, that's a lot of money, and I don't have in my pocket right now, so I will have to get that next week when I get paid.
There's a small river that runs through the western portion of this idyllic little village. The 3 market stalls are currently unmanned, 9:52 in the morning. Fish swim idly through the river. Tons of birds fly overhead. The lantern in the middle of the village is lit, and it's quiet.
The birds flying over, do they appear to be your typical, like doves, ravens, whatnot, or are they carrion birds?
Give me a perception check.
I'd like to add to that as well. I'm curious.
I am head down following the footprints.
Well, perception.
I saw a 12 from Andreas. A 19 from Caleb. All right, Andreas, you look up and trying to catch a single bird up against the silver of the cloudy sky is a little bit difficult. You're just mainly seeing black silhouettes as they fly past you. Caleb, as someone who grew up on a farm, you are better at catching the distinctive shapes of the silhouettes. There's a lot more carrion birds than you would expect.
At seeing that, Caleb is going to ready his revolver. So he doesn't draw it and start pointing. He more like pushes back his duster and just readies for a quick draw. He is visibly on edge.
It's if the clock is correct, it's about 10 in the morning, right?
Correct.
And it's Very quiet here.
Correct.
So I'm keeping pace with Antoine, but I'm not watching the skies. I'm looking around, maybe towards the stalls and the houses, seeing for flickers of movement of this isn't right. I have a feeling we're being watched.
Antoine, you have your face on the. You have your face, your eyes on the ground. The spell only lasted for 8 hours. That was a day ago. So unless you cast it a second time to keep it going, it faded.
He would.
Okay. Then
That would be 10 more minutes.
Yep. Then you would see it come into this village and lead to the water over here. The footprints lead into the water.
Can I do a perception check, but as like a scent check? I've transformed back into my full Kata form.
Yes, give me a perception check with scent.
And I'm doing mine at sight-based, looking for, I guess anything that seems off.
Yep, give me a perception check for sight.
And mine's at advantage.
I think mine is 2.
Yeah, you should also be at advantage. All right, Kata, something here smells like vinegar. And the slight scent of decay. Like a slow decay. You look around and the fruit and the vegetables that are in the stalls, they're fine. The animals that are swimming through the river are not dead. You're not seeing any dead people or dead animals just kind of sitting around, so you can't visibly pinpoint the source of this scent of decay.
I recommend we
sorry, go ahead.
go house from house. I recommend we go house to house searching.
Alithanar, as you look around, you're watching the trees, you're looking at the water wheel, looking for any sign of movement, any sign of life. And in the top window over here, you see somebody's head just pull away from the window.
Like the classic AI generated scary video where a shadow just flickers through a window or doorway.
Oh, yes.
Except this time it's real. Well, make believe real. And trying not to give away that I've noticed, I'm just acting like I'm meandering around at Caleb's suggestion of going door to door, and I just muttered to him, I saw something. This one, upper level.
Can I do another scent check at this house?
Yep,
See if it's stronger over here.
Give me another scent check, please. There does seem to be an acrid scent coming from inside of that building.
Be so kind just to have your let the others know, and I'm going to one hand on my sword, try the door to see if it'll open.
The door's locked.
I will go ahead and I will hard cast Riri's telepathic bond.
Okay.
Sensing that link, now I switch to the mental channel. I saw something move in the upper window of this house. The door is locked.
The other building makes my nose hurt. Can I sniff this building?
Give me another perception check.
What kind of footprints, like, do I see leaving or, like, going in that one?
With a natural 19, you put your nose up against the door, and you get that same acrid scent. Both of these houses smell like vinegar, that almost like strong apple cider vinegar. Like it just punches you in the face. The footprints that you see, the gait of the footprint, it looks off, like someone's forgetting how to walk properly.
Antoine's just going to let them know that. Apparently they don't know how to walk correctly and they're supposed to mimic a humanoid. How pathetic.
Andreas,
Minus
would you
5
mind?
points.
Would you mind busting down this door?
Everything smells.
Certainly, I'll handle it.
And I just step back with a hand raised up to cover him. Something wants to take a bite out of him, it's going to get an eldritch blast in the face.
Taking my sword into one hand, lifting my shield with the other. I get I take a few steps back as I lift the shield up, and I go through like full sprint to bust down the door.
Give me an athletics check, please.
Athletics. None of my better ones. Natural 16, so that's going to be a 20.
With a 20, the door rocks on its frame and shatters in, splintering the wood on the frame. And you see the interior, dark, rancid odor hits you in the face immediately. And that's where we're going to pick up next week.
Amazing.
Ooh, creepy
Boy.
cliffhanger.
Exciting.
Dun dun dun.
Thank you
That
very
was
much,
very good. I
everybody.
liked
Oh, sorry,
the
go ahead.
bridge.
Oh, yeah.
That was really fun. The bridge was fun. Getting to like investigate that. I liked doing more of the investigation stuff. That was pretty cool.
Thank you.
And this makes 2 sessions now, with Kada throwing myself and Andreas into gravity-fueled fun.
Correct.
This is how I'm going
3
to.
sessions in a row starts next week.
Hell yeah.
Oh, goody! It's coming again. The third time's
Yes,
going
do
to
it
be probably what
again.
kills one of us.
Do it, Kada. I believe in you.
It's okay. Caleb knows Revivify. And
Yeah, I can copy his Revivify.
I have a feeling we're going to need it.
Thank you, everybody, for
Also-
joining us. We'll be back again next week for more Legend of the Realms. Until then, see you around. Have a good night.